Assalamu alaikum students, how are you doing? Hope that you are doing great. Welcome to the next video. Our today's lesson is all about the compound complex sentence and how to form a complex compound sentence or complete compound sentence, right? We can say them differently. So as I already explained the compound sentence in the prior video, you can watch it, right? You can watch it. Plus, I already explained the complex sentence, both of them, right? They're very important, actually. You need to understand them well, and then you will understand them as well. So right now, I just would like to give you a short definition and a short tips to you to remember the compound sentence. What's a compound sentence? You need to understand the compound sentence. They are formed of two simple sentences, right? And they are connected by conjunction, conjunctive adverb, correlative conjunction, plus semicolon. Already explained it, right? And complex in it is a sentence that one is dependent clause and the next is independent clause. We can say, or we can say a complete clause or complete sentence, right? We can connect them. So here we are going to be focusing on compound complex sentence or on complex compound sentence, right? So let's jump right in and you will certainly understand it. Here's a quick definition, right? In a compound complex sentence, we join the complex independent clause, right, to the other independent clause in the same way as for normal compound sentence with conjunctions, with coordinate conjunction, conjunctive adverbs, correlative conjunctions, and semicolon. Connect them. Okay, here we have the example. Because I love to read, I like to visit the library, right? I enjoy going to bookstores too. You need to understand the first sentence, the first dependent clause, which is some sort of italicized, right? We call them complex sentence. And these two one or compound sentence, and how do we connect them, right? You need to remember this well. You need to remember this. How do we connect them? We can apply many rules, many conjunctions to connect these sentences together, right? The next point we have, now let's make them into complex compound sentences. Very simple, very easy. It's not difficult, actually. You need to focus well. That's it. Here we have example, the same example I brought here. And right now we're going to apply a different conjunction, inshallah. Because I love to read, I like to visit the library, right? So there are two sentences, right? Two simple sentences, and we would like to connect them. We can connect them with a conjunction, with a coordinated conjunction, or we can say fine boys, simple and easy. I like to visit the library, and before and we use a comma, and I enjoy going to bookstores too. It is coordinating conjunctions, right? So we can change this as well. We can add the correlative conjunction as well. How? Let's write here. Because I love to read, not only, right? Not only do I like to visit the library, but also I enjoy going to bookstores too. It is the correlative conjunction. Simple and easy, right? So in this, when we're using the correlative conjunction, not only, the sentence is going to be changed some sort of in a inversion or inverted order, right? It's a little bit confusing, but you will certainly understand them well, right? We can use the conjunctive adverb as well. How? Let's write here. So, because I love to read, I like to visit the library. Additionally, when we're using the word additionally in terms of the conjunctive adverb, you need to consider the punctuation, right? So when we're using the conjunctive adverb, in particular the additionally, this is the conjunctive adverb. How do we punctuate them? Simple and easy. I've already explained them in prior. So additionally, before additionally, or first we are going to be adding the semicolon, right? And then our conjunctive verb is additionally, and then comma, and then the sentence will be completed. Like additionally, I enjoy going to bookstores too. We call them conjunctive adverb. So instead of conjunctive adverb, we can just use the semicolon as well. Simple and easy. How? Because I love to read, I like to visit the library. But now we can delete the conjunctive, the coordinate conjunction. we are going to add the comma, and the sentence will certainly be completed, right? I enjoy going to bookstores too. We call them semicolon. It means the sentence has been connected by a semicolon. It means we do not need to add any other conjunctions. We have many options, right? We cannot use all of them, but we can just use one of them, right? To complete the sentence, to show a close logical relationship with the rest of the sentence. Hope it's clarified till this moment. So there's a little key important point you need to consider as well. Multiple dependent clauses. Multiple dependent clauses. A lot of students, a lot of instructors, you might have seen it somewhere, right? Or you will certainly see in the future, people are using multiple dependent clauses in a sentence. They're very important. You need to consider them. We have one example, and you can keep practicing a lot so that you understand more and more, right? Okay. Here we say, although I promised I would study with you, I would rather go to the movies, right? I would rather go to the movies with Ellie. Nevertheless, you see, nevertheless is the conjunctive, right? Nevertheless, I made a promise. I made a promise, one sentence, even if it isn't as much fun, even if it's the dependent clause, or we can say subordinate clause. In a sentence, many dependent clause, or we can say subordinate clause can also be available, right? So, so one thing more I want to tell you, the first I explained already. They are very important actually. You just need to consider, but just less frequently people are using in a sentence with different multiple dependent clause, right? And that's a little bit of ambiguous, and most of the time you will no longer be able to write them. But it's very important to consider it. So, hope it's clarified. If you have any sort of questions, you can tell me in the comment below. I will certainly answer. So, thanks for watching.